Ladies and gentlemen, now available via my ProWrestlingTees.com online shop, Get Off My TV. The perfect shirt you could be wearing every Monday night when we see the likes of Kane, The Big Show, Ryback, and among many others that we just can't stand to see on Monday nights. I now bring to you and available for purchase this weekend, starting today. Get Off My TV, man. ProWrestlingTees.com/offthescript, $19.99. Get your new merchandise and support Off the Script today. Once again, that's ProWrestlingTees.com/offthescript. The most important thing to me each and every weekend is that you guys get what you want out of this show. There's a reason. There's a reason why Off the Script has become probably the most important series to my channel. And I love what I do, man. Yes, I would love if everything else that I did was just as successful as Off the Script. That's just not the case yet. I'm working my way towards that with other things that I do on this channel. But I'm not concerned with milestones or episode numbers. The most important thing to me, each and every weekend I come on here, is number one, the fact that I give you guys the news. The fact that I have credible sources reporting this news. Now, granted, everything's not going to be true, and this is what I love about professional wrestling. There's so much to talk about, and there's so much to get viewer engagement from. And this is why I love this series. Because it gets people talking. It gives you an opinion from everybody. Number two, I take pride in the fact that I have not missed one episode. Every single weekend for the last 100 episodes, I have not missed one single weekend. That's important to me. Number three, the fact that I get to be myself. The fact that I get to come on here and give you guys exactly what I'm thinking about the current product. Now, granted, people might not agree with me. Granted, I might have lost viewers over the past year because they can't handle my honest and brutal upfront opinion. And those people I don't want here, man. I don't want here. If you can't handle the fact that another man is giving you his opinion on the same product each and every week, and I can't convert you to see the reality in everything, then I don't want you here. I don't want you here. But that's a completely different topic for a different day. Those are the three things that mean the most to me. Numbers and milestones and episode 100, those don't mean anything to me. I didn't have anything planned for episode 100 to begin with. I had rough ideas. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do that. But the most important thing to me is the fact that I get you off the script in the sub boxes. That's the most important to me. The most important thing to me is that I have not missed one fucking weekend since I've been doing this show. And I hope each and every one of you, back from when this was WWE News and Rumors, and I had no fucking layout, and I didn't look as good, and I didn't sound as good, and you guys who were watching me back then are still watching me now, and you see the progress, you see the growth, you see what this show and what I bring here, you see the potential in this to be even bigger. I love podcasting. I love sitting behind the microphone, and I love giving you guys me each and every weekend. That's what's the most important thing about episode 100. I'm not driving to Stamford like I wanted to. Maybe you guys would find get a kick out of that and find it funny. Me holding up signs in front of WWE headquarters. I didn't want to get arrested. I had ideas about driving over there, man. I had no work today. But when it boils down to it, Off the Script is in your sub boxes for episode 100. That's 100 straight weekends, and it will continue to be that way. To episode 200, 300, 400, 500, and beyond, because I'm still going to fucking be here. My end goal is to get to 50,000 and then 100,000, and we build from there. That's what I want. That's what I want to have happen. And this show is going to get us there. It's going to be a vital part of getting to where I want to be on here. And again, I don't say it enough. I thank each and every one of you guys for watching me, for sticking with me the last 100 weekends of Off the Script. I love this show. I love you guys. I love what I do on here. And I am never going to allow people to put me down and make fun of me and reach out to me and try to fucking take this away from me, man. I love professional wrestling. I love what I do on here. I love the fact that people come here and can appreciate what I do. That you guys can sit down here and watch me for 35 fucking minutes every single Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and we blow everybody else out of the water. The viewer engagement for this channel, for this show, the likes, the comments, people who are doing their usual bullshit can't even get that amount of views, subs, and likes in 2 months. I love what I do here, bro, and it's showing. And the support is showing. And I'm going to continue to get better each and every weekend. No matter if it's with a layout, no matter if it's with the way I present the news, no matter if I get a new fucking hat, I'm going to get better each and every weekend. I love each and every one of you. This is episode 100. This is Off the Script. And I'm going to continue to bring you guys the best fucking news possible right here each and every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's that. That's episode 100. That's what it means to me. Now, yeah, JD, shut the fuck up. Where's the fucking intro, bro? Where's the news, bro? What's going on, bro? Well, this is episode 100 of the #1 fucking podcast in your subscription boxes right here on YouTube.com. This is Off the Script. Thank you guys, as always, for being here on your Friday morning, man. Episode 100. Gotta give it up, man. Very, very happy, very, very proud of where this show has, become, or what it has become from where it started. Unfucking believable, man. I was watching some episodes of WWE Week in Review the other day, and I was watching the earlier episodes, man, episode 1 through 10 of Off the Script, how this show has vastly changed, how my sound has gotten better, how my presentation has gotten better, how I have fucking t-shirts with some of my sayings on them, I have an intro that you guys fucking love. It's amazing, man. I love it. It's just fucking awesome, and I'm glad I can come on here and be me and give you guys the real JD. So, I got a lot of news for you guys this weekend. We're getting closer to the Royal Rumble. We got a lot of news concerning Roman Reigns, Triple H. I got news on Stephanie McMahon. I got a completely fucking bullshit story about Vince McMahon halting Tyler Breeze's feud because he thinks the WWE Universe just doesn't get Prince Pretty. We're going to talk about it because it's really fucking pissing me off, especially after watching Breaking Ground and Tyler Breeze being promoted to the main roster by Triple H. And everybody fucking standing and cheering and, oh my god, he deserves it. We'll talk about it because I read this the other day and I'm like, this is typical Vince. And typical Vince needs to get the fuck out of the WWE so that Triple H can take over and we can start seeing results, because it ain't happening with Vince. It's just not happening with Vince. And we'll talk about all that plus so much more. Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and Facebook. Follow me all over social media. We just hit 6,000 followers on Twitter, man. So if you're not part of Team JD, please go over there and follow me at JD from NY206. Keep up to date on all the wrestling news. Keep up to date on YouTube and my video uploads. Tweet at me during Monday Night Raw, pay-per-views, NXT, Smackdown. I did a Smackdown review last night if you guys missed that. Link is down below in the description. Make sure you guys go check that out. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. As always, man, I would greatly appreciate it. 37,000 subs, man. We're on our way quickly to 38. I would love to be at 38 right before Fastlane, and I'm hoping for 40 well before WrestleMania. So let's do it, guys. Team JD in full force. If you guys don't own one of my t-shirts, I should have my very own get off your my TV, get off your TV. I'm sure you guys are saying that each and every fucking weekend, you know, with Monday Night Raw and, you know, Smackdown and the Big Show and Kane and all that shit. But get off my TV, the hashtag that's fucking sweeping the nation. Get off my TV, ProWrestlingTees.com/offthescript. Selling like wildfire, man. I appreciate everybody that has purchased a t-shirt. If you don't know what it is, just watch Monday Night Raw when the Big Show and Ryback and Kane come out and you're fucking rolling your eyes. And I'm going to tweet at you, so make sure you're following me. I'm going to tweet at you, get your own hashtag get off my TV t-shirt, because when moments like that occur, you need to be wearing something comfortable, bro. Get off my TV, $19.99. They ship internationally, obviously within the United States and overseas. Anywhere that you are, man. India, China, Japan, Europe. No matter where you are, man, they will deliver. ProWrestlingTees.com/offthescript. All right? So let's get into the news, guys. Thank you for everything. I know there's some fucking clown in the comment section. Oh, JD, just get on with the fucking news already, bro. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself, man. As of this writing, we know that The Rock will be involved with WrestleMania 32 this April in some capacity. However, we don't know what he'll be doing or if he'll be wrestling a match. We don't know yet, because The Rock right now, as reported here and reported in various other news outlets, he has a policy with his insurance company in Hollywood that he is not to wrestle with the WWE while filming his upcoming movies. So we don't know what's happening. Maybe WWE has worked out a deal and is keeping this very hush-hush. I mentioned in my top 10 predictions for the new year, I would not be surprised if The Rock is in the Royal Rumble. We'll talk about that this weekend, man. I'm going to go over the entrance in the Royal Rumble, and you're going to see exactly what I've been talking about. The WWE needs to have the Royal Rumble stacked. And the way they currently sit right now with the card and the match itself, the Royal Rumble match, and who's in it, it's not stacked at all. And it's becoming very, very, very predictable with who's going to be there at the end. I don't like that. I don't. And we'll discuss that this weekend. But The Rock could be or could not be wrestling at WrestleMania 32. If it was up to me, and I was Vince McMahon, I'd throw money at whoever needs, bribing. I would throw money at somebody to get this man in the ring, because with the injuries, The Rock needs to be in the ring at WrestleMania 32. The expectation is that the People's Champion will be appearing in a non-wrestling role, but that was before John Cena got injured. And now John Cena will miss the first WrestleMania of his professional wrestling career. WWE could be planning a swerve of some kind. For example, WWE could be planning Swerve and have The Rock be a surprise entrant in the Royal Rumble and could start a feud or even win the WWE Championship. The Rock's involvement and Cena's injury have caused WWE to make major changes to the WrestleMania card. It's being reported that the plans being changed are those for Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker at the event. Now, WWE doesn't even have backup plans for The Undertaker, and they don't have plans for Brock Lesnar. According to Dave Meltzer's report, they do not have plans for Lesnar or The Undertaker at WrestleMania. How do you go into WrestleMania banking on John Cena versus The Undertaker? You don't have a backup plan? I understand WWE was excited that they're going to book John Cena versus The Undertaker, and this is going to be a great fucking match at WrestleMania. But WWE had to know that Cena was not feeling as well as he should, that he was eventually going to need some time away from the ring due to injury. You're telling me that WWE just found out about John Cena's injury and his surgery a day before it actually happened? And they didn't have backup plans for The Undertaker? I mean, the way I laid it out for you, obviously WrestleMania could still be a massive fucking show. That is if The Rock is going to be there. Now, if it was up to me, I would have The Rock go against The Undertaker at WrestleMania. It's never happened at WrestleMania before. On the grandest stage of them all in front of 100,000 people, I think that would be phenomenal. You know? You could also have The Rock play some type of role in the main event. I'll discuss that as we get on with this report. But The Rock could be a very, very vital part of WrestleMania if WWE can have him work there. And I think at this point, they need him to be there. Because, honestly, if you think about it, there's nobody else to go against The Undertaker. And no clowns. I don't want a Kevin Owens. I don't want a Sheamus. Some of you have mentioned Daniel Bryan, but I got a report on Daniel Bryan for Saturday's top story, which is completely fucking mind-blowing. And I don't know if it's smoke and mirrors with WWE, but some of you have mentioned Daniel Bryan versus The Undertaker. I would not be opposed to that. But if you're going to bring Daniel Bryan back, I think he needs to be put exactly where he left off, and that is with Kevin Owens. We'll discuss that as we go on. But as for right now, Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker, they don't have plans for either man at WrestleMania. Replanning both those men has changed WWE's plan for the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. Replanning both of those men has changed, especially for the Royal Rumble and the main event. As of this writing, the match that is penciled in to be the main event, the closing match for WrestleMania 32, after it's all said and done, is Roman Reigns versus Triple H, which has been no secret. I've been saying this for months now, that it's going to be Roman Reigns versus Triple H. All of the rumors are claiming that this is the plan of now. Obviously, don't take what I tell you as the fucking Bible, okay? This is only a rumor, okay, about either man being in the main event, and it may not even be for the WWE Championship. WWE may even plan on putting the title on someone else before April. So WWE has a lot of thinking to do as far as WrestleMania, as far as the Royal Rumble, and especially going into Fastlane, okay? Now, I would not be surprised if Triple H, again, I mentioned this as well in my top 10 predictions for 2016. Triple H will be at the Rumble. He will be number 30. That is my prediction. That is everybody's prediction. That's been the rumor going around for weeks now. We have not seen Triple H. There's no better way for the WWE to reintroduce Triple H as a surprise than have him be number 30 in the Royal Rumble. What WWE does from that moment his music hits and then when he hits the ring is beyond anybody's fucking guess. I don't know. You know, Roman could lose the title. WWE can be the dumbest bunch of fucking idiots ever and have Roman win the Royal Rumble. And then we can get Triple H valiantly trying to get revenge on Roman any way that he can, and they could book the title match that way. WWE can have Triple H win the Royal Rumble and have the roles reversed where Roman is chasing Triple H and give him his WrestleMania moment by taking the title back at WrestleMania. But after all is said and done, Roman would be a 3-time WWE champion. I mean, I don't understand that. Why are you going to have the title switch between all these different guys and Roman Reigns, and when all is said and done, he's going to be a 3-time champion? I mean, I don't like that statistic. I really don't. I just don't like that at all. Roman is not a champ. I don't even think Roman should have won the fucking title the way he did. WWE has fucking fucked up dating back to Survivor Series. Seriously, everything could have been so much better. But this is what we have right now, and this is the best that WWE is going to give us. I'm not going to, think back to what they should have did in November when we're in January and we just started a new year. But all I know, WWE should not and hopefully will not go down the route of Roman winning the Royal Rumble. That would be bad. That would be bad. I don't like Roman winning the Royal Rumble after what we seen last year. Nobody wants it. I'd rather have Triple H win it. I'd rather have a Rock win it. Maybe you set up a match with The Rock and Roman Reigns. You got a few different things that you could do with The Rock. You know, Triple H could win the Rumble. Roman could chase the title going into WrestleMania. The Rock could fight The Undertaker. You know, that gives Undertaker someone fresh, someone new, and a fucking 5-star opponent at WrestleMania, which he should be getting at this stage in his career, because he is The Undertaker, and he always delivers at WrestleMania, you know. But I think The Rock could play a vital part in WrestleMania as well, not only if he fights The Undertaker, but if Roman does win the title back, and I mentioned this, The Rock helps Roman win the title, maybe you have Roman turn heel at WrestleMania. Maybe you set up a match for WrestleMania 33 between The Rock and Roman Reigns. And you build that from the main event of WrestleMania 32. And you keep that in the back of people's minds. And you have that in your back pocket for WrestleMania 33. That's another idea WWE can go with, you know. Or my idea that I've been explaining. You have Roman win the title, and you give him this WrestleMania moment, and you solidify him as the #1 guy that you want in the company to take John Cena's spot. And with the introduction of the Bullet Club, you have the Bullet Club target each guy in the company that is most important to WWE, because these are outsiders. They want to take over the WWE just like the NWO took over WCW. I think the WWE really has an opportunity here to do something special. And every time WWE has something this special within their grasp, 9 times out of 10 they will fuck it up, because there is not one creative fucking mind in that company right now. Nobody knows what the fuck they are doing. They don't know how to handle their own talent. They're going to handle outside talent and book them the way that they should be booked. No. Bullet Club should be outsiders. Outsiders wanting to take over the company. Guys like Daniel Bryan, guys like Roman Reigns could play a vital part in getting these guys over. That's another thing that WWE can do. But as far as Triple H and Roman Reigns, I mean, this is the best WWE has right now. You know, the casuals love Roman Reigns. The women and the children love Roman Reigns. You know, the hardcore fans like you and I, you know, Roman Reigns, little by little, and I mean this is fucking little baby steps. He's taking little baby steps and trying to gain our trust. He's trying to gain our attention, and it's little. Minuscule, okay? But a lot of us, hardcore fans, are not going to be totally invested in Roman Reigns because he has that stigma that he is a company guy. And us YWC guys, or IWC, you know, the fucking dreaded term, the internet community, you know, we're not going to fully invest ourselves in Roman Reigns because he is that company guy. And we know he is handpicked by the officials themselves. Okay, so we know he's always going to have that stigma, and we're not going to truly invest our time in him because of that. But will this generate heat? You know, will Roman Reigns and everything that he's learned and everything that he's been through, will this generate enough heat and enough interest in a main event for WrestleMania with Triple H? Triple H is going to be fine. Triple H is going to make this personal. Triple H is going to make this as believable as he can, because Triple H is fucking great at what he does. He's great at what he does. He's going to generate that heat. He's going to be that villainous heel that we know he can be against Roman Reigns. And in the end, Roman Reigns could be really over with both audiences, both the casual and the hardcore. But right now, there's a lot of question marks surrounding this. But realistically, if you look at it, this is the only thing WWE has left to go with at WrestleMania as far as the main event goes. Seriously. You know? There's nothing else that WWE can do. This is the best at what they got right now. As far as Lesnar and WrestleMania, you know, I really don't know, bro. I really don't know. And the idea that I had dating back a couple of weeks ago, and I mentioned this on Out of Nowhere with Joe, and I mentioned this in my Monday Night Raw review after this past Monday's fucking debacle of a show. You have Brock Lesnar out there, and you're wasting him for an entire 3 hours. You have him on the show. Meanwhile, you feed him the entire roster. He suplexes everyone that is in the Rumble. And then he F5s Roman Reigns to close the show. Yes, we know Brock Lesnar is going to be a threat. The name Lesnar in the fucking headline of the Royal Rumble as one of the 30 participants speaks threat. He didn't need to come out there and destroy everybody. You know, Heyman could have came out. Lesnar could have came out. They could have cut a promo on why Brock shouldn't be in the Rumble and he should bypass everybody because he is Brock Lesnar. He is owed a rematch anyway, dating back to fucking Seth Rollins when The Undertaker first came back and screwed Lesnar out of the title shot, which led to the Hell in a Cell. Heyman could come out there and state if he is going to be in the Rumble, why he is going to be in the Rumble. And then I mentioned you can have the Wyatt family come out there. Because the Wyatt family as a unit, as a stable in the WWE, is the best you got right now. You know? People love them. People want to see them. People are intrigued by them. Them as a unit in the Rumble, pinpointing Lesnar as their #1 target to win it all, I think that would be great. If you want to go with Bray Wyatt and Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, I would be for it. It's just got to be built up right. And can you imagine the promos between Bray Wyatt and Paul Heyman? And no clowns. Lesnar versus Strowman, nobody wants to see that. I'd rather have fucking eye cancer than see that match at WrestleMania. Okay? And no clowns. I don't want to see Lesnar versus, Wyatt versus Strowman versus Harper in a fucking 3-on-1 match. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. What is that going to end up doing? Nothing. You're going to feed the entire Wyatt family to one guy? 4 men can't take down Brock Lesnar. You know, it's bad enough that the Wyatts, again, would be on the losing end at WrestleMania against Brock Lesnar. Or Wyatt, I should say. But as a unit, you want to feed all 4 of them to Brock Lesnar? What sense does that make? That will accomplish nothing. Lesnar's already over. Lesnar could fucking lose the rest of the year. He'll still be over because he's Brock Lesnar. You know? You do that to a Wyatt family? Forget about it. Their reputation and their enigma and everything that they are would completely be flushed down the toilet. And WWE has mishandled them for 3 years. You're going to put the nail in the coffin with that kind of match? No. Sorry. What I'm giving you is gold. What I'm giving you is what WWE should be doing. And no, I don't want to see a Kevin Owens versus a Brock Lesnar either. Because the way Kevin Owens is being built is good enough for what he's doing. It's not good enough to be built towards a Brock Lesnar. Kevin Owens is going to be there. Lesnar's got another 2-3 years in WWE. That match will eventually happen when Kevin Owens is built up to be a main event guy. Right now, he's not a main event guy. He's not fighting for world titles. He's not in the main event of Monday Night Raw. He's not main eventing pay-per-views on a monthly basis. When he gets to that level, then you can book that match. As of right now, nobody should be talking about it. Those are my thoughts on the road to WrestleMania right now, which we are planning to hit as soon as the Royal Rumble hits, January 24th. Everything's going to be a little bit more clearer after January 24th. So, going to be interesting. It's going to be one of the more anticipated Royal Rumbles just because of what is going on right now. And it will be the first time the WWE Championship is defended in the Royal Rumble. I wish WWE would definitely make that clear, okay? When Ric Flair did it, WWE had the title vacant, and it was up for grabs. WWE right now is having Roman defend against 29 other guys. They need to make that clear, because you can't say that you're making history and completely forget about what happened in 1992. Yes, they're both 2 different scenarios, but as a WWE creative writer, you should at least know that 1992 happened, okay? Mention it. It's not fucking an asterisk in the history books, man. It was the greatest Royal Rumble of all time. So, WWE really needs to make that distinct when talking about history being made in the Royal Rumble as far as the WWE Championship goes, and having that belt, you know, mean something in the 30-man match. This is not a trip to WrestleMania. This is for the WWE Championship. Roman is defending the title. Flair and everybody else were fighting for a vacated title, which he won, and then he lost, and he eventually went back to WCW. But I just wanted to make mention of that because I know some of you were misinformed on my Monday Night Raw review. I was misinformed, but I could have swore I heard Stephanie mention history being made for the first time. It's being defended, and everybody was jumping down WWE's throat about 1992. I think she did say defended, but they should make mention of the last time the WWE Championship was actually on the line in the Royal Rumble. Don't forget that 1992 ever happened, because it is the greatest Royal Rumble of all time. Speaking of Stephanie McMahon, last time Stephanie wrestled a match was at SummerSlam 2014 against Brie Bella, and that was actually a damn good fucking match. Despite not having a formal wrestling training and not wrestling a match in over a decade, Stephanie was surprisingly good in the ring and carried a lot of the match. She's been a consistent authority figure in WWE for many years now, and the possibility of getting back in the ring is always there. There's been a rumor going around since WrestleMania 31 that we would see a tag team match at this year's WrestleMania between McMahon and Triple H versus The Rock and Ronda Rousey. Still very unlikely that WWE can have that match in Dallas this April, but there is a new rumor going around that Stephanie McMahon could be wrestling a match at WrestleMania 32. It's not unusual for Stephanie to be working out. She's been very active on social media and has been on fitness magazine covers over the years. However, the comment of getting in shape for WrestleMania could be an indication or a tease that she'll be wrestling a match. I would not be surprised. The question is, who would her opponent be? There are many possibilities for matches, including Sasha Banks versus Stephanie McMahon. That would take a face turn for Sasha, but the boss versus the boss of WWE could be a great feud for WrestleMania. Now, we all thought Charlotte was going to go into the WWE as a face, because that's what she portrayed down in NXT. Becky is a face, and now the roles are reversed. Charlotte is the heel, Becky is the face. Sasha, I think, works best as a heel. What she did with Bayley down in NXT, and her heel-like actions, and her mannerisms, and her cockiness, and her fucking self-loathing, that was fucking awesome, and it just shows. She plays the character incredibly well, man. She's great at what she does. Sasha Banks versus Stephanie is an intriguing match if the WWE wants to go down that route, because they could have Sasha Banks be a rebel of some sort. You know? They could play into the real-life frustration with everybody, not only the fans, but Sasha as well. Listen, you guys promote me to WWE main roster and WWE Raw for this Divas Revolution, and I've been in the back, and I've been in the fucking shadows most of every fucking week on Monday Night Raw. When is it my turn? Why did you promote me? Why am I here? I proved that I'm worthy of every fucking accolade in NXT, and I wanted to do the same down there, and I wanted to do the same on Monday Night Raw. They could build something like that between Banks and Stephanie. Banks being frustrated and taking her frustration out on Stephanie, this leading to a match. I would love to see that, and I think that would really be an eye-opener for a lot of people who don't like Sasha Banks. They would get familiar with who Sasha Banks is. You know, I think it would work. Really, I think it would work. But Sasha as a face, I think people are going to have to get used to if that's the case, because I think Sasha really does work best as a heel. But we'll figure out what's going on. She's out right now with an ACL injury. I'm hearing it's not that serious, but I will have more news on that this weekend on Off the Script. But Stephanie getting ready for WrestleMania, possible wrestling role. We'll find out soon enough with Stephanie and WrestleMania 32. But more than likely, she will be there. She will have some type of role, because WWE, I know, with everybody in the company, they want everybody on deck for WrestleMania 32. Speaking of NXT, everybody remembers Tyler Breeze, right? Yeah, I know you do. It's not an easy thing to admit, but as of this writing, Tyler Breeze has been a flop on WWE TV. The WWE Universe just doesn't seem to get Breeze and his character. Also, the King of Cuteville hasn't been booked properly in the ring, and his feud with Dolph Ziggler was mishandled and left him without any momentum to build off of. Summer Rae being his heater also didn't do him any favors. Breeze could be another example of something that works in NXT that may not work on the main roster. According to WrestleZone.com, it was Triple H who pushed for Tyler Breeze to make the move to the main roster. The game's intent was to protect him because he saw Tyler as a great heel and a great heel foil to Dolph Ziggler. I thought he could be on the same level, which is why they feuded immediately. Vince McMahon initially agreed with Triple H, but pushing Tyler Breeze as a heel didn't get him over on the main roster as it did in NXT, and his push stalled as the feud with Ziggler fizzled away. Plans can always change, but Breeze doesn't appear to be a strong part of what WWE has planned for the road to WrestleMania. For now, he'll have to settle for being lost in the mid-card until something changes. Triple H knows NXT and gets Tyler Breeze. He will take care of him eventually. Now, WWE, I think, jumped the gun on putting Tyler Breeze on TV. They really did. Back in the day, when a WWE superstar was ready to make their debut, we seen promos. Same thing with Nia Jax down at NXT. We seen Nia Jax promos that she was coming. Different vignettes of who this mysterious woman is and what she looked like. 4 weeks, 5 weeks of vignettes with Tyler Breeze, and that would have been perfect. Who is this guy? You know? And make them mean something. Give us detailed information about what we're seeing. Tease us. You know? WWE is no stranger to vignettes. You know? Vignettes can get a guy over. Vignettes can make somebody like me and you and the casuals get excited about, oh, who's this guy? You know? You can't just take him from NXT and put him on the main roster with no direction. Putting him in a feud with Dolph Ziggler immediately with a Summer Rae type character as a manager just doesn't work, man. I don't know who thought of that idea. Tyler Breeze is self-loathing. He loves nobody, bro. He loves himself. He's a male model who lives in these exotic fucking places all over the world. Seasonal residences all over the world. He loves himself, man. He doesn't want to be photographed with anybody. He's got a selfie stick. For that exact reason. He takes selfies. A selfie means a picture of yourself, not with anybody else. Meanwhile, he's being photographed with selfies with Summer Rae. I mean, that itself shows you that Vince McMahon doesn't get the character. Now, I know there'll be some goon out there. Oh, this is an NXT type gimmick. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. How can you say that about Tyler Breeze? Guy was on the verge of being released, and he came up with the gimmick that got him over. It's not the fucking crowd's fault that they don't know who this guy is or that they don't fucking care about him. How are you going to thrust someone out there on TV and you don't give us a backstory about him? And let the commentators build him up. Talk about his accolades. Talk about where he came from. Interview him. Feature him. You got Michael Cole behind the fucking announce desk laughing. Laughing at this guy. JBL does nothing to build him up. Byron Saxton does nothing to build him up. How are people going to be invested in him if people don't treat it the right way? I don't get it. Tyler Breeze is one of the best workers in the company. In the company. And shame on you if you don't believe me. Go watch NXT. If you have the WWE Network, NXT should be watched every Wednesday. If you don't have the WWE Network, shame on you. NXT is the only reason right now to have the WWE Network outside the pay-per-views and Breaking Ground, because that show was great. But presenting Tyler Breeze amongst his peers as if this is a great thing to be promoted to the main roster, everyone down at NXT knows in the back of their mind, I'm afraid to move to the main roster because of what has happened. No one from NXT has been given the right treatment. Nobody. Breeze, Rose, Bo Dallas, Neville. Kevin Owens is the only one. What makes Kevin Owens more important than a Tyler Breeze? I mean, I understand Kevin Owens, you know, he's a Triple H guy and, you know, all this other bullshit, and they have nobody else right now to put in that spot. But Tyler Breeze is on the same level as a Kevin Owens in the ring. It's a great fucking gimmick. Tyler Breeze represents everything that was great with WWE back when WWE had gimmicks for wrestlers. Gimmicks. I could see Tyler Breeze in an Intercontinental Championship feud easily 20 years ago. Easily. Same thing now. Why is he not being pushed? Why doesn't Vince get him? Why doesn't the WWE Universe get him? I don't know. It's because you haven't taken the right steps to get him to where he needs to be. You're going to push him out there immediately and completely ruin his character with a Summer Rae valet. Not working. Do you know what Tyler Breeze has gone through on the main roster? Losses to R-Truth, Titus O'Neil. Who else did he lose to? Ziggler. Has he got 95% of his matches were losses on WWE? What do you think he's thinking? Everyone in NXT that gets promoted to the main roster wants to be right back down in NXT. I watched NXT last night. I watched the Ascension. They went against, not Blake and Murphy, they went against the Mechanics. Right? I don't understand it. The fucking ovation these guys got. Dash and Dawson they went against. And they were fucking, the crowd was going crazy. Crowd was going crazy. And it makes me excited to see the Ascension when they get put in a position where they are respected and they want to be seen. The WWE did nothing with the Ascension. They put them out there, gave them shit promos, and they fed them to every fucking legendary team under the sun. And then before you know it, they're paired with Stardust, not doing anything in the tag team division. This is a solid fucking team. You're wasting away. I mean, why do we have NXT if all you're going to do is have these guys bust their fucking ass off? And Tyler Breeze has been down for 5 years busting his ass off. How do you think he feels busting his ass for 5 years to get to the main roster and be on primetime television on Monday Night Raw? And this is the result of it. What has he worked for? He feels like, I'm sure, his hard work and his everything that he's given is not appreciated, is not wanted, and is not respected. Vince and everybody else in WWE that sees NXT as a fucking joke because Triple H is running it for political reasons, you got to get off your high horse, man. You got to get... This is the same thing. What if Finn Balor comes to the main roster? What if a Bayley comes to the main roster? Bayley going to be treated as a joke? Is Finn Balor going to be treated like a joke? Apollo Crews, Baron Corbin? These guys, oh, my dream is to be on WWE main roster. Really? With the way shit's going right now? You see your buddies up there? How they're faring? Where's Sasha Banks? Where's Tyler Breeze? Huh? Nowhere. Charlotte and Becky are on a major pay-per-view, but nobody gives a shit about them. I'm done ranting. It's terrible. It really is terrible. NXT should be looked at by all as the fucking breeding ground for what WWE future is going to be. Vince McMahon and Kevin Dunn right now treating it as a fucking joke. And all they want to do is wait until they get the call up from NXT and be like, you know what? You had your fun down there. You got your fucking name built down there. Now you're mine. And if you're not named John Cena or Randy Orton, you're going to be fucking sitting and catering for fucking 3 years before we even look at you. Fuck out of here, bro. Terrible way to fucking look at things. Terrible fucking way to look at things, man. That is off the script. Thank you guys for watching. Episode 100. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit that thumbs up. Greatly appreciate it. I'll be back on Saturday with more news and rumors. I got more news about Sister Abigail debuting in WWE. This is going to become a reality. And WWE might pull the trigger at WrestleMania 32. I got news on Daniel Bryan and what WWE has planned for him, or I should say not planned. I got news on the possible rumor of Daniel Bryan being released, which was debunked. We'll talk about it. Got news on Fastlane. WWE wants to make Fastlane a huge A-level pay-per-view. We'll go over who's in the Royal Rumble as of right now. CM Punk's first UFC opponent finally announced. I got news on Shinsuke Nakamura. I got news on John Cena. I got news on Alberto Del Rio and Kalisto and what happened on SmackDown. News on Sasha Banks and Rusev being injured. And I got news on, what else did I see here? That's pretty much it. Got a lot of stuff to go over. We'll go over a lot of things Saturday and Sunday, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Follow me on Twitter at JD206. Check the description down below for everything you guys need. Pro Wrestling Tees, Wrestle Crate, all my social media. If you missed my Monday Night Raw review and SmackDown review, links will be down in the description below. Thank you for watching episode 100. Here's to the next 100, guys. Thank you. I love you. And I'll see you all on Saturday morning.